This is something I've wanted to do because my family is a family of refugees. You know, my father came over in April 1975 after the fall of Saigon, and he was supported by a family for a number of years. And he always has been so emotional about the support that he received when he first came here. And that always has stuck with me. And I wanted to be able to pay that forward in some way.
We just loaded up an apartment worth of furniture for 3 bedrooms.
And housewares.
And housewares, everything, and brought it over here and just unloaded everything with this
the help of
amazing
these
team,
wonderful
with these great
volunteers.
guys. Afghan family, they've been in shelter for a year, so got them into an apartment. So we've got everything set up today, and they can just walk in tomorrow, and everything that they need will be there.
It always feels great to do it to me, so
It's good to help other people.
I always go home feeling much better than when I got there.
We're lucky not to be, so it's nice to be able to help other people.
We understand like the troubles that this family went through, so to be able to help them out means a lot to us.
I've been working with Neighbors for Refugees for about 5 years or 6 years or so. I mean, we've had a wide variety of experiences with Neighbors, working with 3 Afghan refugees, with a Sudanese family with 4 children, and most recently with an Afghan family.
And I'm from Afghanistan. After the government changed it in 2021, we were in Kabul in Afghanistan. We get a chance to get the Iran visa and move it with whole family to the Iran country. After that, we get the chance to get the Brazil humanitarian visa. On that day, we did walk a whole day in Panama jungle. That is the hardest. That thing was there. You should have to walk, you have to climb, you have to move from this river.
The river?
Yeah, inside of the river.
And
That was physical hard.
I can definitely empathize with, being out of one's element and having to make huge adjustments and learn a new culture. Know what it's like to, have a huge upheaval and the uncertainty.
I mean, what I can speak about is I think there's a lot of fear. Although these families that I've worked with have, the proper documentation, there's still fear. Well, I mean, when you're on the television and you're seeing, people just being snapped up, people are fearful that anything can happen. The U.S. had a sense of responsibility to people who fought alongside them, to people who assisted them. They were, much more welcoming, and I think that is not the case now. And so it's tragic. It really is.
And it's, I think, very sad also just to see the general atmosphere, the kind of demonization of these people who have contributed so much and potentially could contribute so much to America.
Refugees don't choose to leave their home. They just want to find a safe place. Just a kindness can change their life.
But the financial side is also critical because, as I've seen with these families and individuals, their budgets, they rely, certainly initially, they rely on SNAP, they rely on, for infants, WIC and many other programs, they rely on access to health care. I can see why Neighbors is going to have to follow through. I can imagine we'll have to follow through with the individuals they're working with now even longer and at more cost.
The cuts to Medicaid in the, quote, big, beautiful bill is certainly going to affect these families.
We're in the process of finding a job right now, and it's been tough, I will say, because I think the way that things are going in this environment don't make it easy. In addition to the economy, just getting their first job, really, it's not going to be anywhere near the level of what they've done. But being able to do that and get that first job is really gratifying.
It's happened by chance. One of our friends, Afghan's family, introduced us to the NFR team.
We are now in charge of finding volunteers and heading up the unpacking and the setting up of the apartments.
Okay.
So,
All right.
very excited.
They help us a lot, from housing, new work, new school, new life. Even when we challenge it for some bad time, they help us a lot.
They came with minimal language, all of them, the entire family, the mother, the father, and the children. We would do sort of group lessons at the home. But the progress is just tremendous. I mean, the oldest boy is now an honors student in his middle school. The two younger boys are so incredibly fluent in English. So it's just beautiful to see that they came in with really very little and have just so dramatically progressed in a relatively short period of time.
It's really make me happy when I see how they are happy at the school, how they love it to go to school and came back from that positive energy. When I see that they're so much growing in a good way, and I see their future is so brightness.
Yeah, I just want to thank Neighbors for Refugees for being so receptive to us, for really tapping into our strengths.
Even though it seems like an opportunity for us to give, in reality, we're the ones who receive.
And it's been such a joy to get to know him and his family and learn about, his culture.
I am the executive director here at Community Resource Center in Mamaroneck.
So I am the managing attorney here at the Community Resource Center of our Community Justice Program. Our program helps individuals with legal matters pertaining to immigration.
And so the Neighbors for Refugees have really helped us focus specifically on asylum seekers. And this year, we're doing a lot with legal services, which is so critical at this time to support our families.
I mean, I think we get a lot of fear phone calls now, and I think we both feel more like mental health professionals than lawyers sometimes, talking clients off the ledge. Even people who do have status or are in the process of obtaining lawful status, they're afraid to go places, travel. There's a lot of phone calls just to make sure. So I just think there's a lot of fear and unknown, more so than ever since I've been practicing.
I mean, our government, unfortunately, has decided to declare war on people who are seeking refuge in the United States. They're detaining people, even with pending cases. That had never been done before in the history of our country.
Unfortunately, we have had ICE encounters both locally and also at immigration courts. So when families are scheduled to attend their immigration courts, unfortunately, they have been detained. And because we have our community justice program that can support that family and just provide those services, especially in such a scary time.
When we get in front of the courtroom, we have ICE agents on this side and reporters on this side. So essentially, even for people that have the pathway to be able to have a permanent status with a family member, even those people are being detained. It's really ugly what's been happening.
It costs a tremendous amount of resources and money to do it properly.
I think to just obtain a qualified consultation opinion, hundreds of dollars at a minimum, and a full-blown asylum representation through courts is tens of thousands.
And that's why it's so important for community-based organizations like Neighbors for Refugees that have a presence in the community. They're trusted. They have the ability and resources to contact. They have a network of lawyers. And if you look at asylum grant rates throughout the country, it is shocking. There are some judges out there that that grant 95% of cases and other judges that deny 95% of cases. As the Board of Immigration Appeals is coming out with decisions on a weekly basis, and they are 100% of the time coming down on the side of the government against immigrants, whittling away protections for asylum seekers.
We're losing that workforce, and it's jobs that are needed, that are necessary, and also where does that put the children? With how are they going to survive?
This is as low as I've felt since I've started in this field.
I mean, in one sense, it's hard to imagine that things are going to get worse, but you know what they say.
We're seeing no one else protecting our fundamental rights. So I think that there's community activism, probably more now than in the last many years.
Knowing that people have rights, knowing how to advocate for those rights and defend those rights, and advocating and fighting, and that still goes on every day in our practice. But having a competent lawyer is absolutely essential to do this kind of work.
In 2025, we realized that families are much more at risk of being separated and deported, and for their statuses to go away. So what we've done is kind of partner with Neighbors for Refugees to make sure that the families who have asylum or refugee status are receiving the essential legal services.
But we can't quit, because then who's going to help the people that need the help? And we know we have the knowledge, so we have to keep going. But it's definitely a tough times right now.
When we came from Afghanistan to Pakistan, we faced many challenges. We had a very good life in Afghanistan, but everything changed when we arrived in Pakistan. We had a struggle with a shelter to live in, and even with having enough food to eat. And it was especially difficult to take care of the children under such tough conditions. Winter was particularly hard, spending cold days and nights without proper shelter. It is truly painful to be away from your home and country. I experienced this in Pakistan and then at the camp. We were not the only ones suffering. All the Afghan immigrants there faced similar hardships. Then we found NFR, and I am deeply grateful to Ruth and the entire team. They supported us in so many ways. Even while we were in Pakistan, they regularly checked in on us. And when we arrived here in the US, they warmly welcomed us at the airport. I will never forget those moments. Thanks to NFR, we now have a good life here. Our home has everything we need. They helped enroll my children in school just 1 week after we arrived. My husband has started English classes, and I've applied for jobs, hoping to start working soon and rebuild the good and prosperous life we once had. I sincerely thank the entire NFR team for all their support and efforts. We will never forget what they have done for us. I pray to Almighty Allah that my children will forget the hardships we faced in Pakistan and that they will never have to go through such difficulties again. Thank you.
We all have to be together and support each other to build it again with hope.
You know, when we talk with our families, two words come up a lot, and you've heard them both tonight in the piece. One is kindness, and they tell us over and over that our kindness to them has been life-changing. That's a wonderful thing to hear. The other thing we hear a lot is the word hope. You heard Froh say it just now, that they know they can rebuild with hope. And as I think about it, hope is absolutely essential. No one can really thrive without hope. I read a definition last week, And it struck me that this is a really good working definition of hope right now in our times. It said, hope is the capacity to face reality, no matter how difficult, and still seek every good possible. That is what we're doing, building up this reservoir of hope